So guys, we have here a video from the Bootman that is called Why I'm Done Spending Money on Marvel Snap. This of course caught my attention and I wanna know what he has to say about this. So let's check it out.
What is up, everybody? Bootman here, and we're back with another Marvel Snap video. And in this video, I wanted to talk about some things that have just been on my mind just for the last 24 hours, and it comes to the monetization of this game, how the reserves work, and changes that are being made, and just a bunch of stuff, because I think I might be done spending money for the most part on this game, and I wanted to share some of my views and opinions on that, all right? But before we get started, if you're new here, hi, my name is Chris, aka Bootman, and if you love this game, which I do love this game, but I do have some criticisms, but if you love this game as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification.
Brother, we all do. I love this game, and of course I got criticism, because if you love something, you try to improve it. You want it to be the best version that it can be of itself, you know? So that is an element that is incorporated into love. So of course we have criticism for the game. And in terms of spending money in the game, you guys know that I only buy the season pass and I don't spend any money besides aside from that in the game. And I decided that a long time ago. In fact, I was free to play until the Miles Morales season. That was the first season that I bought a season pass. He's called Bootman. Apparently this is the first time I'm watching a video from him, but the video seemed cool. He has almost 7k subs, so he's probably cool. And let's see what he says.
I'm typically talking about different decks.
Yo, Raptor, brother, how you doing, my dude? How you doing, brother? I hope everything is cool, bro.
If you love this game as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. I'm typically talking about
great, brother. Thank
decks,
you.
cards, strategies, some topics about, you know, what's going on in the community, like this, and all that. So you don't want to miss any upcoming videos. And we have an awesome Discord server down in the description below. Make sure you come hang out with us and follow me over on Twitter at BootmanMSTZ, also linked down in the description below. I am giving away free season passes every single month, and you got to
cool.
Follow me on Twitter to get into that whole giveaway thing. All right, so follow me over there down in the description. So I want to jump into this, and like, here's the thing. Like, I try to see both sides of everything, right? I'm like, I try to put myself in other people's shoes. So if I'm a free-to-play player, how do I feel about this whole system, right? If I am Second Dinner, the creators of this game, how do I feel about this situation, right? So you have the free-to-play players. They want cards to up their collection level. They want to be able to compete and everything like that. I've made videos discussing, listen, you do not need the top cards to do your thing, right?
Exactly, and you can get really far in this game being free to play. Yes, I always comment about this game being trying to make you spend money, and that the collection system is bullshit, and all of that is true, and that it is pay to win, and it is. If you don't think it is pay to win, you are wrong. It is pay to win. But at the same time, you can compete and you can get really far and you can get infinite and get the rewards and all of that stuff being a free-to-play player. That is true too. These two things are not mutually exclusive, brother. Those two things exist at the same time. Chana was just added to the game. Who's spinning her in their shop? Fuck Chana. Chana sucks. But the artwork is great. She's hot as fuck. Oh, okay. That is cool to know, Real Raptor. That is cool to know. Oh, he did it like for content creation and to be able to advise his viewers. That is cool.
You can win without these things. I've discussed some of the psychology behind it, the FOMO, all this other kind of stuff, right? And then I also discuss, you know, Second Dinner. And I'm like, yo, you guys need to make things a little bit cheaper. There are free-to-play players. Like, even if you're not making everything free, like, come on, hook it up. Let's make some stuff a little bit cheaper. I ran a poll over on Twitter. And a lot of people said, like, they just want cheaper bundle options, which we might be getting. I saw some kind of leak about like a Jubilee bundle that's only $5. I think stuff like that would make people happy, all right?
Of course.
For me, I lie somewhere in between.
As I said earlier, I never spent money in the game aside from the token shop, from the season pass the season pass. But if they release bundles that are $5 and they offer good value, I would get them. But I won't get a bundle that is priced at $100, brother. They can suck my dick if they think that I am going to buy a bundle at $100. That is fucking insane, dude.
I'm a very frugal person. I budget, right? But over the past month, I've become a content creator for Marvel Snap. So, you know, to do this, right? I'm like, okay, cool. I'll buy, you know, bundles and stuff like that, test it out.
Exactly. For content creators, spending money in the game, well, for some content creators, not for all, and it depends on how big you are and how much are you earning from your content. Sometimes spending money in the game isn't spending, it is an investment. So we talk about that when we watch the Regis Kilvin video where he talks that he spent $2,700 getting a full collection. So for him, that was an investment because he makes videos about the newest cut and he gets a lot of views and he gets money from that. But not every content creator can do that. For example, me. So for some content creators, that is an investment and not an expenditure, you know.
Show all of you, that way you can kind of make the decision. It's all good, right? If new cards come out, if I think they're worth it, you know, I'll give them a test. But like I said, I am a frugal person, okay? This channel, like all the other creators you watch, well, most of the creators you watch who are bigger, right? They are monetized. If they have ads on their YouTube channel, money is coming in. And, you know, so we take that money, we reinvest it into the channel by buying stuff like these bundles.
Exactly what I just said.
So that's kind of the premise of this video, okay? So yesterday, I got that Pro bundle, all right? Around that
Pro you spent the $100 on the Pro bundle that I just say that is bullshit. So that is where we're going, okay? It seems cool. I want to know what he's going to say about the Pro bundle, brother.
Bundle that I got, I was a little bit higher than what you're seeing right now, which is about 3,598. All right, so right around 3,600. I was a little bit higher. I was probably around here, and I got this $100 Pro bundle. Okay, $100, and I opened up a ton of reserves. Just opening up all my stuff. I made a video on it yesterday. I won't go into all the details, but something's just.
Brother, but thinking about it, you guys know that my most popular videos are the ones opening boxes. All right, if I would, that I won't do it, not yet at least, spend the $100 on the Pro bundle, I would open a lot of boxes in a row. So maybe from that, for that $100 I can make 2 videos opening boxes, you know, which will be cool, which will be fucking cool.
Just been nagging at me all day long, all right? Because I'm thinking about all the debates, I'm watching all the YouTube videos, I'm seeing the chatter on Twitter, and like, I'm looking at it, and here is me at 3,598. I got Maria Hill, okay? Full Series 4 card. Right before that, not too long before that,
I got a Bootman and he sucks.
Now, I'll be fully transparent, before that $100 bundle,
brother, I think Mariah Hill can be cool in a bounce deck, brother, with the collector. Well, he has here the collector in the deck he was playing. With the collector, Beast, Falcon, I think Mariah Hill can be cool there. Am I sure? Not because I don't have experience playing the deck. My series 4 cards that I opened in boxes were She-Hulk, the first one, the second one was fucking M'Baku, and the third one was fucking Atuma. So 1 cool and 2 bullshits. I don't know, he's telling me he's not gonna spend money, but there's $100 like that. No, but he is, what I think happened is that he spent $100, and after that, he saw how much he got for $100, and he realized, brother, this is fucking bullshit. And then he decided, I'm not gonna spend any more money on the game because I didn't get anything for $100. That is what I think things are going, you know, where I think things are going. In a Dino deck, she's decent. Well, it is kind of similar too, right? Because you want to have a hand size, which is cool.
I topped myself off with gold. I got $100 worth of gold, okay? So I've just been leveling, re-upping my missions, all sorts of stuff. I wanted to see what it was like because I've heard of some creators just like getting the max credits, max gold. I was like, okay, let me see what that experience is like. For the most part, not amazing, but 2 Series 4 cards in a row, okay? So let's talk. So we're talking about $200 in the last week, okay? So, Anyways, last card was
A lot
Maria
of fucking
Hill.
money.
I probably started opening up the reserves from that 100.
Do you guys know that where I live in Colombia, right? So $200 from me pay rent, the electricity bill, and the internet bill. So I'm not gonna spend what I spend for rent, electricity, and internet on a fucking bundle plus a fucking gold in a game, brother. You know what I'm saying?
$100 pro bundle yesterday, right around here, right around like $36.50. Okay, so as I scroll, where am I at now? I am at 4,018.
Brother, when he scored, he passed through a lot of research with no fucking bullshit. So that meant he got a title or a fucking avatar or something like that. When you see your collection track and the reserve is in there closed and it doesn't show a variant or a card, it means that you got or currency or a title or an avatar. That is what that means, brother. So he got a lot of fucking bullshit in that stuff.
I've heard other people talk about this, right? So we're talking almost 400 collector levels and not a single new card. Aside from that, and I think this is where some of my frustration comes in.
Brother, that happened. You can see that in my last video opening reserves. My last card that I opened was a Tuma at 4K collection level, and I am at 4,500, almost at 4,600. And I still haven't opened another card, you know. So I think that I will be getting a Series 4 card soonish because I haven't opened one in over 500 levels. But it can happen easily. It happened to me. I went over 500 levels and I didn't get a single card, brother, which is stupid. Let's be honest. It is fucking stupid.
Aside from that, I got like, I think one.
And I know I'm posting a lot, but I'm remembering stuff that I want to say. And that is why some of my viewers said that they are going to save up their reserves to when the cards demote or downgrade from cities on the last of this month. That is the patch planned out to the downgrades. Because right now, the way reserves work is that they get you what the reserve is going to give you when you open the reserve. So you can hold up the reserves and open them up in batches when the patch drops down, and you have a higher possibility of getting the cards, you know. I was thinking about doing it, but you guys know that I make video opening boxes, so maybe I won't do that. But it is kind of a cool strategy. Second Dinner said they are planning to change that in the future, but we don't have a date for that, when the content of the reserve is determined in the moment you gain the reserve and not when you open it, so that people aren't motivated to hoard up the boxes, you know. 400 levels and no cards, people will definitely quit the game knowing they get nothing for that much progression. Exactly. In my case, I am not incentivized to open boxes. I am doing it because it is cool for videos and whatever, but I know that I will probably get nothing out of opening boxes, because what will I get, brother? Bullshit variants, titles, avatars. It is a low chance of getting a card, you know. The only thing that I am doing opening boxes is reducing the PD timer for opening a Series 4 card. That is all that I am doing, really, which is kind of stupid. And the PD timer is set in 40 boxes, and as we already discussed before, you can have the first Series 4 card in the first batch of 40 boxes in the first one, and on the second batch on the last one, so you will get 78 reserves in between without a card. And that is why you have these long stretches of collection levels without a card, which is fucking stupid, of course. Exactly, can be up to 900 levels. It is stupid. Yo, Secret, brother, how are you doing, my brother? How are you doing, dude? Brother, we are watching a video from Bootman that he says he is on spending money on Marvel Snap, and I believe it is because he bought the 100 box bundle and he got nothing, and he said, brother, this is stupid.
Nope, 2 variant. I got this cool Dan Hip one. We all
Brother, that Dan Hip variant is fucking awesome. You guys know I love Dan Hip variants, and that Apocalypse is fucking cool.
I think 1 variant. Nope, 2 variant. I got this cool Dan Hip.
Look at that. That is like a Cartoon Network bullshit from Kids Next Door, brother. Something like that. Or from Dexter's Lab, you know. Fucking cool.
One. We all love us some Dan Hip. And then I got my 9,000th pixel variant. This terrible looking Kingpin.
Brother, I got to tell you, that is one of the best pixel variants I have ever seen. It sucks, of course, but in the realm of pixel variants, that one is cool. That one is cool.
All right. That was it as far as cards go, okay? So, I'm not a picky man. Like I said, I've talked about this. You don't need certain cards and everything, but I'm like, dang, like, that feels bad, man. Because what ended up happening was, after I opened all of these, I think the Apocalypse one was the last one that I opened.
Oh, brother, it's a matter of taste, you know, because I don't like some other variants that a lot of people like. For example, the baby ones and the chibi ones, and I'm sure there are other ones, you know. It is a matter of taste. You don't like the cartoonish look, I do. Who cares? 11 pixel variants so far. Of course you didn't get buy any one of those, brother. Nobody does. Oh, brother, I like the realistic art style too. For example, the art germ style is fucking awesome, brother. And he does the women, he makes them very, very hot, which is cool. You can see the art germ variant for Aero, and she's hot as fuck. The art germ variant for Invisible Woman, and she's hot as fuck. And the She-Hulk, and she's hot as fuck. And I don't remember any other one, but yes, he does beautiful women, brother.
And I had a bunch of gold left over and stuff like that, because along the collection track, I got a bunch of gold, you know, probably like 600 or 700 gold. I got a ton of tokens. I got about 3,000 tokens, which is about the value of a Series 4 card, right? But then I'm like, you know what? After opening all these reserves, I'm like, I'll open a Series 4 or Series 5 soon. But look at this. I've been opening a bunch of reserves since then, and not a thing. I've gotten more titles, more credits. Exactly. I think like 100 tokens.
Brother, and I believe that is the worst thing, brother. When you open a title, brother, it crushes your soul, dude. Getting a title just crushes your fucking soul. They introduce titles just to fuck with us. They know titles aren't cool, brother. They don't like titles. They just introduce titles to fuck with us, to increase the probability of getting something else, because you have to get something, you know. They notice that, brother, when people get to these levels, you don't get anything. We have to give them something. Well, put titles in there. So now every fucking patch they introduce 50 new fucking titles, and they are fucking bullshit. But we all know that titles are useless. Nobody likes titles. Plus, brother, I checked out the collection of titles, and there isn't It's Morbin Time title. Second dinner, listen to me. Make a It's Morbin Time title, please, and give it to me, by the way. That way I can use my Morbius avatar with the It's Morbin Time title, and it will be cool. Titles and avatars do not belong in collector's reserve, of course. And there is an argument to be made that maybe avatars do. It is stupid, because why not give me all the fucking avatars? But that is another topic. But there is an argument to be made that well, you can give me avatars, but titles, brother, fucking titles are fucking stupid.
Something like that. And it's very, very frustrating. So what I'm getting at is, like, it is hard for me to justify, even with money coming in, to invest in this game. And I'll explain why. My thing is, and I'm not accusing Second Dinner of anything malicious, but I just personally don't see myself doing this until they figure out what the heck they're doing, okay? But I don't want to use the word manipulated, right? But I don't feel like the relationship is mutual right now.
Oh, brother, but I do like using it. I have used it a lot. They are trying to manipulate us psychologically into spending money on the game. I will do it. If you don't want to do it, I will do it. We all know this, brother, and I know I have repeated myself a lot in the last month talking about this. I know, guys, but bear with me, please. I want to hammer down on this so to create awareness and to think. I know I'm not big enough to make an impact, but at least put my grain of salt, you know, so that that people know about this, and maybe second dinner hears about it a little bit more, you know. But they are tricking us psychologically, of course, manipulating us, because when you go into if you go and watch a video about the video game monetization in the 2020s, you will realize it is not only Second Dinner that does this. By the way, it is basically every video game right now, or mobile game at least. They give you the FOMO bullshit, the fear of missing out, with the rotating variants, and they give that to you with the rotating token shop, and they give that to you with the season pass, that you can only get that in the 1 month there, and they have variants and avatars that are exclusive to that month. They also give you fear of missing out with the bundles, and they have said that they don't pretend to give back things that are in a bundle later. For example, if you didn't buy the Apocalypse bundle with the variant and the avatar, you are done. You will never get that variant and avatar again. So that is fear of missing out in almost every aspect of the fucking game. Then you have the obscurity of currencies. You have gold, you have credit, you have boosters, and you have tokens. You have 4 currencies in the game. And that obscures the value of the dollar, you know. So that is another way of manipulating you, brother. If you want to buy a cat in the token shop, you have to buy gold with money. Then that gold, you buy credits with that gold. Then with those credits, you upgrade cats with boosters to upgrade your collection track. Then in the collection track, you open loot boxes. And depending on what you get on those loot boxes, you get tokens that you can then spend on the token shop to buy the cat that you want. Tell me this isn't manipulative, brother. This is fucking insane, my dude. This is stupid. And of course, in every step that you go in this, you are leaving behind a little bit of currency, you know. So you are always with a little bit, and you are never complete, you are never even. So you have to spend money again if you wanna spend that little bit that you left behind. It's manipulative as fuck, brother. You can't deny this fact. Manipulation is not only used with bad intentions, it is a way to get people to do something new. Exactly. I am not saying like they are evil villains trying to fuck us over. Right now in the video game space, this is the best practice you can do, you know, the business practice. If you want your game to make a lot of money right now in the mobile game space, you do this bullshit. It doesn't have to be with bad intentions, but you are still fucking us over, so I can't defend that. You are still manipulating us, even if your intention isn't to do it or something like that. More than one currency in the game equals pay to win, of course. Oh yes, brother Exxon, you know it. You just Google the Anger variants, right? You just Google them, brother, and you saw that they are fucking beautiful, brother. When I put it like that, it seems insane, right? And it is insane, brother. It is insane. When you see all the steps that you gotta go through to get, you don't know what are you spending. How do you put a dollar price amount to collector's tokens? It is fucking weird. Well, when you get the bundle that directly gives you tokens, you can do it there. But in the normal process of converting currencies, it is harder to do. Exactly. And then you have the stuff that you are always left with a little bit of gold or with credits or whatever, so you have to spend more. Brother, we know what you are doing, my dude. We know what you are doing.
You know, like,
brother, imagine this, and maybe this is some crazy example, but imagine that you can't buy Coca-Cola with money. to buy Coca-Cola, you need to buy I don't know, cola coins. You have to buy cola coins. But the only way to buy cola coins is with Coca coins. So you buy Coca coins with money, and then with the Coca coins, you buy the cola coins, and now with the cola coins, you can buy a fucking Coca-Cola. But the Coca-Cola costs, I don't know, 500 cola coins. But they don't sell you 500 cola coins. They sell you 600 cola coins. So you are always left with a little bit and some bullshit like that. That is what these fucking games do. At that point, you just buy Pepsi. Exactly. At that point, you just buy Pepsi. But in the video game space, everyone is doing this bullshit. There is no other game like Marvel Snap. At least in the Coca-Cola, you can go and buy a Pepsi. But what the fuck are you going to play instead of Marvel Snap? This is the only game like this. That is why my theory is that in the next year, we are going to see a lot of copycats. Because when a game is really popular, a bunch of copycats spawn. If they are going to be good or bad, that is yet to be seen. But I predict that there will be at least one copycat for Marvel Snap. Oh, exactly. You can go back to money. You are screwed. The moment you buy the cola coins, you are screwed, brother.
Just, there's, you know, I heard coming into this game that there was just like, oh, you know, Second Dinner's always just been really good with the community. They listen to the community. They listen to the community. And, you know, there was the patch that came out, and I'm like, this patch just seems a little bit rushed, very lackadaisical, right? They like added one power, reduced one power to all sorts of things. Galactus was technically a buff. That's why I thought the leaks were fake. Like, I went over that whole thing, you know?
I thought that too. Well, I thought they were true because they were from the official Marvel Snap page in Korea, but I thought they were stupid because the nerf for the leader was useless. The leader is still the same bullshit.
And then just with, you know,
and we had to wait a whole month to that bullshit patch, and they released it anyway, and now we have to wait a whole month again with the leader being bullshit.
New season pass came out, and there was nothing in there that people requested. After the huge outcry from the Silver Surfer season, they still made the infinite rank reward a title, which like
we talk about this again in my opening boxes video when I told you, brother, people told Second Dinner that we don't like titles in our tracks, and what they did, they gave us more fucking titles in our tracks. We have in the season pass track, we have 3 titles, and in the ranked bullshit, we have 2 titles. So 5 titles in our tracks, brother. Stop giving us titles, motherfucker. They are fucking useless. Nobody like them. You waste a lot of your fucking time getting to infinite, and all you get is a fucking title. You waste a lot of time climbing your season pass, and you get fucking titles. Please stop fucking me in the ass with the fucking titles. They are useless. Nobody likes titles. I have never met one single person that says to me, brother, I am happy they introduced titles into the game. Not a single one.
Everybody complained about. And I'm starting to think, I'm like, are they actually listening? But anyways, another part of the frustration, and I'm happy for everybody out there who's getting these, but like, here are the Series 5 cards, okay? I have exactly one of these. I have one.
Exactly, I have one too. And you guys know what it is. It is one of the coolest cards in the game. I had to spend the 6K tokens on the card because it is cool. And it is Galactus. And now that they announced that Galactus is never coming out of Series 5, I am happy that is the only card that I spend 6K tokens on, because it will always cost 6K tokens, so I didn't waste my tokens. But the other cards that I want from here are Bast, Darkhawk, Null, Shuri, and Valkyrie. Those are the other cards that I want from here. And of course Thanos. Of course I want Thanos. But Thanos, I will just wait until I get him in a box. If I never get him, I am fine with that. I am not in a rush. This is something that is making me not going to bed at night. This is fucking cool. Now, at the end of the month, Bast, Shuri, and Valkyrie are coming down in rarity, and those are the cards that I am waiting for. Of course, Shuri is the most powerful one, so that is probably the first one that it is in my mind right now. Exactly, brother. I will get Thanos in a box, brother. I promise you this. I won't buy Thanos with tokens, and I will get Thanos in a fucking box. I don't know when it is going to be, but it is going to happen. I promise you this, brother. It is going to happen. People don't believe this, but you better believe it. It is going to happen, motherfucker.
One of these is Darkhawk, which I spent 6,000 tokens on. All right, nothing else. My son the other day, not Series 3 complete yet, he opened up Shuri. You know, obviously I've seen people in our Discord talk about they've gotten like Galactus and Thanos and all sorts of stuff. And I'm just like, man, I am dumping money into this thing, whereas I could just be doing the free to play route or free-ish to play route and have the exact same amount of luck as other people. Like, it's hard for me as a frugal person, right? A person who budgets. I told you I write about personal finance and stuff. I'm like, it's hard for me to justify investing in this game when the odds of everything is just so out of whack, all right? And that's just...
Exactly, it is. Brother, we have talked about this before. They managed to do something insane because in this game, free-to-players aren't happy. Free-to-play players aren't happy because they can't get the Series 5 cards because they don't have the tokens. But whales aren't happy either because when you spend money on the game, what you get is fucking bullshit. So they managed to do the impossible. Nobody is happy with this system. Brother, it is insane. How did you do this, brother?
This is kind of where I'm at. And I wanted to make this video, even though I'm still kind of working through it. So I'm the type of person where before making a decision, like I put a lot of thought into it, right? So I'm not gonna say I'm not putting any more money into this. Like, I'm definitely gonna get the season pass no matter what. That's always gonna be a value, right?
Yes, brother, the season pass offers great value. I buy the season pass too. Well, offers great value in terms of what you can get inside the game. So inside the game, the season pass is basically where you can get the most amount of bang for your buck. It is cool. I like the season pass. You get the card immediately. You can get credits. You can get gold. And that is aside from the cosmetics. So I believe the season pass is cool. And it is only $10 a month. Brother, Netflix survived for a long fucking time with people paying $10 a month. So I don't know why that business model isn't sustainable or whatever, but I believe it is cool. By the way, last week, I've been thinking about this. I don't know what you guys think about this. I've been bashing real hard the Series 5 stuff. But I was thinking that maybe I am bashing it too hard. I am not saying this is the way. I'm just asking you guys. Because what I realized is, since I'm not buying Series 5 cards, and I'm saving up my tokens, I am over 10K tokens right now saved up for when cards are demoted. And I seriously don't feel like I'm missing anything out. I am playing the game just fine. I have almost infinity, and I only have Galactus from Series 5, and I don't use him to climb. So I don't feel like I'm really missing out, and I can patiently wait until cards are demoted. And even when they are downgraded, the cards that I want are Bass, Shuri, and Valkyrie. And yes, I will buy Shuri right away. But do I really need to buy Valkyrie? I don't. I can do it, but I don't really need. So if you are really specific with what you get with your tokens, you can always have tokens for what you want, apparently, because I'm doing that. And if you are patient and whatever. So maybe the system isn't as bad as I originally thought, because you don't really need to have everything and you can get specifically what you want. But it is still bullshit that nobody is happy when you see that a new card is releasing. That part is still stupid. There is no hype for new cards. Somebody asked me in my Discord, brother, when did Sauron came out? I didn't even know that Sauron came out. Brother, because nobody cares about new cards, because nobody can get them. So you don't know that the bullshit card is released. So yes, maybe you can get cards sporadically and everything is cool and you get specifically what you get and you save up your tokens, but there is still no hype for new cards, and you can't still have a full collection unless you spend a lot of money, which makes this game the first ever uncollectible card game. So yes, there is still a lot of problems. I was just trying to see stuff from their perspective and to be a little less harsh, and maybe I am understanding a little bit more, but I think that it is still bullshit. They should make the season pass super fucking good. Then it makes it necessary and almost everyone will end up buying it. A stable income for them, exactly. Like make the season pass give out 9k tokens over a month or something. Or at least one Series 5, 6k tokens or 5k tokens and you get closer to a Series 5, you know. And that's the problem. You don't feel like you are missing anything out, which means no one cares about those cards until they get upgraded. Exactly. People are going to treat the patch from the last month, like the one where the cards are downgrading, that is the real release of the cards. So that is the day people are happy because the meta chips, people get the new cards and whatever. But the day that the card drops weekly, nobody cares about that day. Nobody gives a fuck because nobody can get the card, you know. You can make it work by saving for the cards you want, but there is no hype. Exactly. And even after they get downgraded, as I said before, the reaction will just be, yeah, I can finally get the card. Exactly. At that point, you aren't excited anymore. In fact, you are maybe annoyed that you had to wait this long to get the fucking card. If they didn't have it on the homepage saying China is out, I would have no idea. Exactly. And say and please tell me, who the fuck is gonna spend 6k tokens on China? Nobody. China sucks. Why would you pay 6 tokens for that? Everybody is going to wait for the card to drop down, which means it is stupid. Who cares about China coming out at Series 5? Nobody, brother. Brother, almost every Series 3 card is better than Series 4 and 5. And thank God for that. Because if that wasn't the case, then it would be more pay to win because you are more pressed into spending money to get the Series 5 cards. And so people can look forward to new cards and actually be more tempted to buy those cards because they know it's the new ones and everyone likes getting the new things and being the first one to get it. So it can even be a business strategy to get people to buy their tokens. Exactly. Right now, you aren't excited to buy the new thing. You don't want to do it because knowing that it's going to get upgraded, you feel like you are screwing yourself paying double for something that you could wait and pay half. So there is a lot of things you can extrapolate here that are stupid from the system. I was just trying to be a little more positive because I always say bad stuff and I was trying to say something cool, you know. But yes, the system is still stupid.
Right? And I like to support the game, but as far as like anything on top of that, I'm debating it. And I wanted to discuss this because some of you out there might feel this way. Some of you might be wondering if you should start investing in it. And I'm at a place where I'm like, they need to figure this out, all right? Because they just made an announcement saying, hey, we want it to be a little bit better. We're kind of thinking about some stuff, but you know, and there's been a lot of like kind of like half said things with no solid plans, and just it's hard for me to...
Exactly. They always say we are working on this, we are thinking what we can do, no comments on this yet, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. But we know for sure that they are doubling down on releasing new cards into Series 5 because with this first edition badge thing, we know it for sure. They are going to give a badge for people that buy the card when the card is released into Series 5 to incentivize people to get the card into Series 5, you know. So that means they are going to continue to do that, and that is the main problem. Everything else is a symptom of that disease. The disease is you are releasing new cards into Series 5, and they are going to continue to do that, brother.
Justify putting in hundreds of dollars, you know, for like no guarantees. Like a brother can't even get some variants. Like that is crazy to me. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Like what? Like, okay, I can kind of understand like, hey, we don't want everybody to have all the cards. Cool. But your boy can't even get some...
Which is stupid, by the way. Creating an uncollectible card game is fucking stupid. Nobody likes this idea. Nobody thinks that this is cool. Maybe this was cool in the 90s, but today it is stupid as fuck. It is the stupidest thing I have ever heard in my fucking life.
some cosmetic.
The flat earth theory has more grounds than this bullshit. It has more consistency and logic than this stupid stuff, brother.
After dumping like $200 into this game, like that is mind-blowing. And the last thing I wanted to kind of like discuss and cover, and let me preface this, so like with the biggest emphasis ever, because I am a conspiracy theory debunker, okay? That is what I do, all right? But this thing has stuck in my—
Exactly, my wizard. We commented on that earlier. We are incentivized right now to not open our stuff and wait for the patch when they downgrade and then open and maybe get the cards, you know, which is also stupid. Brother, they have a lot of systems where they incentivize bad player behavior, you know, hoarding boxes. That the ranking bullshit is also stupid. That incentivizes not to play the game at the end of the month. Brother, what are you doing, my dude? What the fuck are you doing, brother? Not collecting the whole collection. Brother, what the fuck are you doing, brother?
My mind. I am not saying it has anything to do with Second Dinner. I will link the video down below. It actually, I was watching Mobile Gamer 365. You can go check out his channel.
Exactly. He's commenting on what I commented earlier. It is not specifically Second Dinner. It is the whole video game industry, or specifically the mobile game industry, although main games, AAA games are doing this too. But like I said before, brother, because everyone does it, that doesn't excuse you of doing some bullshit. If everyone is killing people and you kill someone, you are still a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't excuse you because everyone is doing it.
Infinite and stuff. I was checking out his channel. He has a whole video on this. Not this specifically, but kind of how they've changed the token system and everything. And I'm a big person who's into psychology, behaviorism, you know, that comes from like B.F. Skinner, is trying to get people to do things based on, you know, rewards and punishments, all that kind of stuff,
exactly.
Whatever. That's a lot of what the internet's based on. Social media, different algorithms, everything like that, right? I'm actually reading a book right now, 10 Reasons to Delete Your Social Media, but that's a whole other thing, but it might be while it's also top of mind. But anyway.
Brother, talking about the social media stuff, brother, I don't think we should allow kids to interact with social media, brother. Maybe, I don't think this is a hot take. I believe a lot of people think this way too. We shouldn't allow kids under, I don't know, 12 or 14 to interact with social media at all. This fucked up. Brother, this social media can fuck up grown people's brain. Imagine an infant, brother. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, delete that bullshit. Moreover, TikTok, brother, for a kid, brother. There are parents that let a 4-year-old kid spend all day long looking at TikToks. Brother, raise your kid, brother. They do it because they are lazy and they don't want to raise their kid and they let the internet raise their fucking kid. Brother, don't be lazy, dude. Raise your kid, dude. You are rotting their brains with this TikTok bullshit, my dude. Oh, brother, what Gary is saying is true. If the investors don't like the returns, they will ask why these tactics weren't used. Of course, this is the business model right now. If you want to be successful, you do this bullshit. That is how it works, brother.
Anyways, Mobile Gamer 365, he has a whole video. He also shows a clip from like
exactly, Exot. If it happens to a grown-ass man, imagine what it does to a kid, brother. That is my point.
Who deals with like different technology companies. But anyways, one of the things that Mobile Gamer came across, and again, this could be 1000% conspiracy theory, whatever, because all we know is this, what we're looking at right now, is a patent. That's all we know. It is a patent. I don't know who is using it. I don't know who's bought the rights to it. I don't know who's using variations of it, but this says a system and method for varying the distribution probabilities of individual potential awards associated with probability item bundles, depending on a purchase history of a user activating a probability item bundle.
Brother, this is insane. So these motherfuckers, instead of making this stuff better and direct their development time to making good games, they are directing their development time to make loot boxes smarter. Motherfuckers, I don't want more loot boxes. Delete loot boxes. And they are making loot boxes smarter. What is this bullshit, brother? Ah? These motherfuckers want to see me dead from a heart attack, brother. The government has to get in on this bullshit. As you say, loot boxes are illegal, brother. What is this?
So what this is talking about is loot boxes based on your spending, right? If you spend more, your chances of getting something is a certain amount. If you spend less, your chances of getting something is a certain amount. Now, like I said, go watch Mobile Gamer 365's video. They talk with a lawyer and everything. But when I first heard it, I'm like, oh, so they're gonna give more rewards to the people who are spending more. But what they were talking about in that video was,
right now, almost every big game company, or even if it is not big, just a game company has a psychologist on the team to manipulate people into spending money on the game, brother.
The exact opposite, right? Giving out less to the people who spend more, because the people who spend more will just keep spending, okay? So, like I said, that could be 1000% conspiracy theory, but it's something that's stuck into my head. And as somebody who comes with a background in like marketing, and like I said, I read a lot about psychology, the internet, algorithms and everything going on just it doesn't sit well with me, right?
Brother, and it is going to get worse and worse. And I'm not referring to Marvel Snap here. I am talking about the video game space. This bullshit is gonna get worse and worse and worse until something revolutionary happens and maybe the bubble breaks, you know, explodes or whatever. But this bullshit is going to get worse for sure, because loot boxes and manipulative schemes do make a lot of money. So why the fuck wouldn't they do it, you know? So yes.
I'm going to have to see a lot more in the form of, like, I don't know, going out to the players and everything. Like today, oh, I can't even show you on here because this isn't the mobile version, but today in your inbox, you got 50 credits, right? I'm just like this is not coming back to us in the proportion, right? Like
yes, they give you 50 credits on the mailbox, brother. That is one collection level in a game where you need 12 collection levels to open a box where you might get bullshit. They give you one collection level for free. Oh, how generous of you, Second Dinner. Thank you very much. Thank you. You are very generous. I am going to make something great out of this contribution, brother. What the fuck is this bullshit? Brother, Elden Ring is the best example for this, brother. You can buy a full-ass video game that offers hours and hours of fun. How much does Elden Ring cost? Like 60 bucks. So you pay 60 bucks for Elden Ring and you get a finished game. You don't have to pay any other bullshit to get a new weapon or something, because everything is in the game. Or you pay 100 bucks for the Pro Bundle in Marvel Snap and you get 2 titles and 2 avatars. Brother! What is this stupid bullshit, my dude? Tell me, please.
Only been into this game 2.5 months now. I know.
And I have to tell you, I don't know if I'm being a big rider here, but I believe that this is something cool about From Software, because I believe that if From Software release a new weapon and they said, well, you can have this new weapon in Elden Ring, but you have to pay 5 bucks or 10 bucks or 20 bucks, a lot of people will buy that weapon. Let me tell you, they will do it because people love Elden Ring, but they don't do it, and they know they could do it. So I don't know.
a lot of other people have been in it since the beta and everything. But the other thing, you know, I want to end on is this. Part of my decisions and my opinions on this is because I am a recovering addict as well, right? I have to be very mindful of what I get into, what I get hooked on, and everything like that. When my dopamine is firing in certain ways, I live in Las Vegas, so like I'm very familiar with like gambling, and I know like people are just like kind of clicking and opening these things. And like, as I was going through spending that 12,500 tokens or credits yesterday, I was like, man, I could see people like getting hooked on this, like, oh man, is this next one gonna be, you know, a new card? Is this next one gonna be a new card? And like, when I see those kind of behaviors and I see the rarity of anything of value, like really coming out, you know what I mean? And plus all the things I've already listed in this video, all of the feedback, all of the—
Brother, I am going to find the Mike Tyrant in a box. I am going to do it. But you know why I think I have a strong will? Because I don't let my hunger of opening the Mad Tyrant in a box affect my view of the game or my spending habits on the game. You know, I'm not always next box is gonna be the box, so I'm going to spend $100 to get more credits, to get more boxes, and I'm gonna open the Mad Tyrant. You know what I'm saying? I am just waiting patiently. I am going to get the Mad Tyrant eventually. Don't worry about it, my dude.
Common complaints that everybody has, and these things aren't changing. Like, I'm just like, nah, man, like I cannot.
Brother, God, it's you're being mean right now, brother.
The only good thing that comes out of this is the tokens. Like I said, since yesterday, I've jumped up about 3,000 tokens. I'm close to 6,000. The next card I want to get is Shadow King. And then after that, I'm just back to square one again. And I'm like, totally cool with that. And, you know, I've preached to you guys from the hilltops.
Please tell me who the fuck's paid 3K tokens for fucking M'Baku, brother.
That you don't need all the best cards. But again, even though I'm a content creator, like, it's hard. I can't I'm here to support the company Second Dinner, but overly supporting them when I don't feel like they are listening to these things, and they're just kind of like, it's almost like politicians, right? They're kind of like, oh yeah, we hear you and we care about these things, but we're not really seeing anything happen, you know? I love this game. I love a lot of what they're doing, but I do think a lot of us do need to be a little bit more vocal about these things.
Of course, brother. And what happens is when you are vocal, I know a lot of people, or the majority of people, feel this way and they are cool. Like, let's say 90% of people. But the other 10% of people, you say you are a whiny little bitch because you are talking about this. Brother, we need to do it. And yes, maybe I complain too much about it to the point I might be annoying. I could see that happening, and I am sorry if that's the case. But I believe it is kind of my duty to talk about this bullshit, you know. So we have to be vocal about this bullshit, brother. We have to do it.
Things in the works, we'll see. Again, it's just hard for me, even as a content creator, to do this. But again, I have income coming in from this, which I will reinvest in the channel.
Brother, they will keep the game system, of course. So I will get my chance of opening a Series 5 card soonish. And when I do, then I have a 1 in 10 or 1 in 8 or 1 in 9, I don't know, possibilities of opening Thanos. Because I could open a Series 5 card and it can be Sentry, you know. But I will get the Mad Tyrant, brother, for sure. Don't worry about it.
Channel in other ways, which may come in the form of giveaways and things like that. Like, maybe I'll expand how many winners get the season pass. But like I said, this has just been on my mind every single day. Like, I think like I would shut up and be happier if these things just gave a few more variants, right? Maybe there's something behind the scenes that we don't know about, like they got to pay the artists and stuff. That's why they're so rare. I don't know, but we would need transparency. Like, I just read the Q&A with Ben Brode and others over on Marvel Snap Zone, and I got some answers from that for like different things, and I was like, okay, cool. Like,
remember, my boys, that if you don't like reading about that stuff, you can wait, and I release videos about this every couple of days when I go over all the answers that Ben Brode has given on the Discord. So your boy has you covered, brother. I won't leave you hanging. I will always give you the news, my dude. I am plugging myself in here real quick, you know.
Transparency is just awesome to me, right? But it's like, let me see, you know, what you guys are considering, the reasons behind some of this, which they can be transparent about, you know, and I'll calm down. But like right now, like putting that much money in and getting a bunch of like titles and avatars, I'm just like, nah, man, it'll just be the season pass for me. And I hope.
Well, brother, I believe we are done with this, and he said exactly what I thought he was going to say at the end there. I paid $100 and I get avatars and I get titles. I don't even get variants. I just got 2 variants, which is stupid. So I am not incentivized to spend money on the game. So even whales are unhappy in this fucking bullshit, brother. What else can you say in here? There is nothing else to say, brother. Bootman, thank you for this video. I loved it. It is fucking cool seeing what you can get out of getting the pro bundle, brother. And yes, thank you for your insight, brother. The video made us talk about a lot of bullshit about the video game industry, and I turned a 17-minute video into a 1 hour affair. I am sorry for that, boys. A lot of bullshit. I post a lot, but I believe it was necessary to go deep into this issue, dude. Thank you very much, brother.